In a unanimous vote, the board authorized staff to design and build a new recycling center in North Naples for $1.6 million. The center would be located on a 1-acre lot near the North County Reclamation Facility on Goodlet Frank Road, just south of Immokalee Road. The new collection center is all about convenience.
If you look at our single-stream recycling program that was initiated in Collier County several years ago, about 5 years ago, the reason we're so successful, we have an 80% recycling rate for curbside collection, residential. The reason it's very successful is because it's convenient. We have a yellow top container. You don't have to separate your recycling products. You put it all in one container, and it actually goes away to a processing center, and it's reutilized. And that's why it's been so successful. A recycling center will do the same thing. It'll make it convenient for people to not put those paint cans, those oil cans, the pesticide bottles, herbicide materials in their trash can. We don't want that in the landfill. For one, it takes up valuable airspace. Those containers, you stack them all up, they consume airspace. But more importantly, those household hazardous waste materials should be sent somewhere where they're properly recycled or disposed of.
Design and permitting will take about 6 to 9 months to complete. Construction will immediately follow. Water and wastewater rates will increase by 2.7% effective October 1st. Operations Support Director Tom Wittes explains why the increase is necessary.
Back in June of 2008, the Water Sewer District put in front of the Board of County Commissioners a request based on a rate study that we had conducted at that time for rate increases in both 2008, 2009, and now 2010. And first off, this is a reaffirmation of what the board approved at that time. And the real drivers here of these rate increases are literally the cost of the operations that we run in the Public Utilities Division, the water plants, the wastewater plants. Very large drivers of those costs, and approximately 38% of our operating costs is driven by electricity, chemicals, and fuels. And as you're well aware, and most of our audience is well aware, that those costs have just risen dramatically. We don't look at our program as a one-year program. We look at it as a 5-year program. And we've seen increases since 2003 of approximately 7% per year versus this 2.7% rate increase.
The amendment also increases water rates in Goodland by 5%. Goodland's water originates from the city of Marco Island and has a rapidly aging distribution system. The board has delayed a new 3-year contract for Tech-Trans Incorporated to operate the Collier area transit system for both fixed route and paratransit. The estimated contract amount for year 1 is $6 million. The current provider, McDonald Transit, was the runner-up as determined by the selection committee. McDonald protested the contract award to Tech-Trans. The board decided to let a hearing officer review the protest. The current contract expires at the end of September. Collier-based Haynes Corporation, through the E.D.C, was granted their request of $161,000 in economic incentives from the county's existing incentives programs to expand their corporate headquarters on Mercantile Avenue. Haynes manufactures diesel fuel injection systems. The company plans to consolidate its California operation, consisting of 20 jobs, with its Collier operation, which has currently 45 employees. Incentive programs may be more important for businesses now than in the past.
Businesses, when they work to expand, there are certain things that they need in order to help with that expansion. One is a great program that Collier County has, which helps to fast-track permits through the regulatory process. And so that helps the businesses get up and operational in a much more timely manner, as well as get the jobs in place much quicker for the community. In addition to that, there's incentives, cash incentives that are provided to the business for creating the jobs that can help with relocation costs, as well as with impact fee assistance in order to offset some costs that the company would normally have to pay related to impact fees.
Haynes plans to invest a reported $1.8 million in the expansion. On the consent agenda, the board approved a $160,000 contract for the design engineering, project permitting, and construction contract bidding for the new Vanderbilt Beach restroom facilities. The Tourist Development Council has also given their approval on the conceptual design, which will now be used to develop the actual construction plans. Coastal Zone Management's Gary McAlpin says the permitting process could take up to 8 months, which means the project could be completed in 18 to 22 months. Pepper Ranch was hog heaven for 15 Collier County youths during the first ever youth hog hunt held at Pepper Ranch. Conservation Collier gave the board a presentation outlining the weekend's activities, which included camping and supervised hunting. A youth hunt under the oversight of Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and area volunteers was conducted on Pepper Ranch Preserves over the weekend of April 16th, 17th, and 18th. This hunt was a very positive experience for all who participated. Well, it's time for a break. When we come back, the county continues to prepare for any possible effects from the Deepwater oil spill. And the Santa Barbara Boulevard extension is open to the public. All of that and more when Collier Focus continues. Welcome back to Collier Focus. On Monday, June 19th, the county's Emergency Management Department conducted a charrette to discuss potential impact on Collier County from the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. All local emergency response agencies were involved, along with a report from the Coast Guard. Bureau of Emergency Services Director Dan Summers says that the forecast for Collier County in southwest Florida remains positive. To stay up to date on any information regarding the impact of the oil spill here in Collier County, go to our website at colliergov.net. Well, the Santa Barbara Extension project is complete and open for traffic. The new 6-lane roadway has 12-foot travel lanes with a raised median separating the northbound and southbound travel lanes. This 2-mile project began construction in December of 2008 and has features that include street lighting, on-road bike lanes, as well as 6-foot sidewalks with curb and gutter on both sides of the roadway.
6 new lanes. It connects between Rattlesnake Hammock Road and Davis Boulevard. It goes into the 6th laning we just finished a while back on Santa Barbara Boulevard up past Golden Gate Parkway, and is then continuing through Logan all the way up to Immokalee Road. So we've got now a facility that connects all the way from Rattlesnake to Immokalee and covers the basic center part of Collier County with very good access.
I think everybody is thrilled about it. I was at a luncheon today with these ladies and they said, "You mean I can drive all the way through to Rattlesnake Hammock tonight?" I said, "Yes, you can." So they're all pleased with this. This is another step forward in everything that we've set out to do with our transportation system to make it easier for people to move around the county and less congestion.
In addition, a 3,200-foot Laley Area Stormwater Improvement Project canal was built as a part of the project north of the Royal Wood Country Club.